People say that fall is the best time for planting. It's peak summer here and I'm still doing it. So what is actually the best time? Let's talk about it. Today we're going to be planting a couple different varieties of Echinacea. This orange one and this pink one. They're hybrid Echinaceas. And then if we get to it, possibly these darkest night buddleia. Let's get them placed. I also have this other Coreopsis that we were rehabbing that we got from the clearance section at Lowe's, and it seems to be doing fine now. So I'm gonna set it in here with these other ones to fill that in a little bit more. And then I'm just gonna spread these Echinacea around and see how they look. One of my main goals with this was to protect the roots of this baby redbud tree. It spent this summer getting baked in the hot sun that's sun all day. And it's doing okay, but it's showing some signs that it doesn't love it 100% this late in the season. Part of that is because we had a drought. The other part is that these trees typically are understory trees, so they like their roots to be shaded. So I'm gonna attempt to do that with some of these Echinacea. I need to expand this bed just a little bit, but that's a project for another day. For now, we're just gonna plant around it. All right, I think I like this placement. You can see they're kind of helping out the redbud and just kind of surrounding all this little area. This is Millie's Memorial Garden, by the way. If you don't remember that video, I showed this off a few videos back. You can check the link below. One thing I need to do is get some weeds out of here. This is where we fought with the armadillos a lot, but they seem to have dissipated. But one thing I do need to do at some point is the salvia took off a little bit more than I was expecting. So it's kind of swallowing these gardenias. So maybe this fall I'll move the gardenias back a little bit so that they're not as crowded. I might just move them, since they're evergreen, right along the edge of this fence. There we go. I might move those two a little bit closer together. They only get about 2 feet wide, so they need to be a little bit closer. But I think this is what I'm gonna go with. We'll go grab Amanda and see if she likes it.
Cute.
You like it?
Yeah, it's cute.
Hey, bud.
But what do you think?
No mulch.
There's bees in there. So I know we spaced them out because they grow, but how close will these grow together? I'd like them to be snug.
Yeah, these get 2 feet-ish wide.
Okay.
They're spaced a little bit over a foot, probably. Yeah, a little bit over a foot. I might scrunch them together a little bit more.
Yeah,
but
I'd like them to be really tight, like the way they looked in the tray.
Yeah.
Where we got them, that was so pretty.
Yeah, they'll spread a little bit.
I love a little snug section of them, and if we ever want the section to grow,
yeah,
we add to the outsides of it.
One thing I love about these Echinacea is that
It was humid today.
they turn into seeds, and then the goldfinches come and eat them. So hopefully we'll get a bunch of finches.
I've never even
in our
seen a
garden.
goldfinch here.
Yeah, hopefully it'll attract them.
Huh.
So maybe we'll get finches over here.
Yeah. Cutie.
What do you
I
think
love
of Millie's garden?
I love it. It's getting cuter and cuter with every time you head to a store.
Yeah, I mentioned about the gardenias being eaten by the
Yeah,
salvia.
they can't even see them.
So this fall, I'm probably going to move them back just a little bit. Maybe just line the fence.
A very wise commenter on one of our recent videos said it takes moving a plant 3 times for it to really find its true home. So we heard you.
Yes.
I heard you. Jared loves smooth plants.
Yeah. The salvia I wasn't expecting to get as big as fast, which is why I need to show that.
Yeah, it's so cute.
Which
it's
is
so
why
pretty.
I planted the gardenias first as a backdrop. Then I planted the salvias, not realizing they get so big so fast.
No.
But they took off. They loved, I guess, this past few weeks of intense rain. Okay, well, I'm gonna get to planting. Go back to your whatever you're doing.
Job.
Bye, bud.
We go inside now. Tell him good yuck.
Bud loved it too. Him told us.
Yay, some yubs.
Check out this pink molly grass. They're starting to bloom. Hopefully that translates on camera, but I love how these blooms come out, and this thing will eventually be full of them, and it'll just look like pink cotton candy flowing in the wind. But I think this garden's coming together. The answer is, it all depends. When can you? When do you have the time? When do you have the energy? Do you want to be out in the sun? Do you want to be planting when it's cooler outside? There's a lot of factors that go into it, but for me, I typically plant pretty much all year because we're in a zone 8A, 9B. We're right on the border. That allows me to plant any time of year because our ground never really freezes. So the real answer is when the ground's not frozen. Now, there's some nuance to that. Do I want to plant when it's 100 degrees outside and we've had a drought for a couple months? Probably not, because I'm going to have to baby that plant and water it pretty much every day. My general thought process is it a perennial? Okay, I planted some perennials today. They love it when the ground is warm. They're able to establish themselves, get their roots spread out. I typically like to plant those in the late spring into summer. Once we get into fall, I start curbing my planting of perennials so that they can have their time to establish their roots before the ground starts to get cold and they go to sleep. But it also depends on your plant's hardiness. So if you have a plant that is marginally hardy in your area, so if I were to plant something that is zone 9 hardy on the cold end, then I wouldn't want to plant that in the fall because it doesn't give it time to establish. I would rather plant that in the beginning of spring so that it has all spring and all summer to establish its roots before it gets cold. But if you think about it the other way, I'm in zone 9A, 8A, 9B. So would I want to plant something that doesn't like the heat as much, that's maybe hardy down up to zone 9 in the summer, in the dead of summer? Probably not, because again, it will get stressed. So there's a lot of nuance to it. What's best for the plants is to not plant during that. Can you? Yes. Do I? Usually no. And also I don't like being out in that heat. If I do plant flowering plants, if I plant some shrub in the heat of summer, a lot of times I'll go through and cut off the flowers, or I'll cut off some of the tips of the shrub to allow it to hold on to water a little bit more. Same thing with flowers. It takes a lot of energy for plants to flower and for plants to seed. So if my plants are flowering or seeding, and I want to plant them and it's hot outside and it's the only time I have available to plant, what I'll do, the easy thing to do, is cut off the flowers or cut off the seed heads so that the plant's not trying to send energy into that and it's sending its energy into the roots and the foliage. But I didn't do that with these Echinacea because on our 10-day forecast it's showing that it's gonna rain every afternoon and we're gonna be in the high 80s, low 90s. So these should be fine. They should establish themselves really well in those conditions. I did plant a buddleia today, and on that buddleia I'm going to go back probably and cut. There's flowers starting to form on it and it's a baby buddleia, so I don't have to baby that plant. I'm probably going to go and cut those flowers that are starting to form off, and it'll be fine. It'll reflower next year. I don't need it. It's a baby plant. I don't need flowers this year. So what are our takeaways from this video? Anytime the ground's not frozen and anytime you're able, you should plant. You have to treat the plants a little bit differently depending on the season and depending on the type of plant, but overall, the answer is whenever you want to. Have a good one.